Hello everyone and welcome back to Astro Vastu Savvy. I'm Savvy Singh, an astrologer, numerologist and a Vastu consultant. In today's video, I'm going to share with you your zodiac horoscope for the year 2024. In today's video, we will be talking about Virgo. Those who are ruled by Virgo, those who are governed by Virgo Zodiac, what is your 2024 going to look like in terms of your career, finance, love life, relationships, health, education. So I will try to cover as many aspects as possible for your coming 2024 year predictions in today's video. By the end of the video, I will also be sharing with you some very important remedies that you must do in the year 2024 if you want that this year should bring for you more and more opportunities in all these fields. Now, when we talk about Virgo particularly, this is a zodiac that is governed by the planet Mercury, whereas when we talk about the year 2024 individually, that year is going to be ruled by the planet Saturn. So how are you going to balance this combination of Mercury and Saturn in your zodiac horoscope? And what is the placement of planets in the astrology chart saying for you? And what opportunities is it bringing your way? Let's quickly have a look about that. When we talk about your career specifically, due to the double transit of Jupiter, because Jupiter has now going to end its retrograde. Jupiter is the planet that governs your wealth. It is the planet that governs your education. It is the planet that rules the 9th house of the horoscope, and 9th house is your destiny, it is your fortune, it is your future. So now what does the future exactly hold? Because Jupiter now has ended from its retrograde on 31st December and it is now going to move in the straight path. So with this change, it is going to bring for you many opportunities. Due to the double transit of Jupiter and Saturn, your 12th house will remain active until May 1st, 2024, and as a result of that, you are going to get a lot more opportunities, and the opportunities are going to come from a faraway land. It is going to come from another country. It can be an opportunity where you have to move abroad, or maybe you can start working in an MNC, or you can get business from an overseas place. So such opportunities are likely to come your way. Take any decision related to business very carefully, very thoughtfully, because 12th house is also the house of losses. So if you are not careful in picking or choosing your decisions very carefully, then there's a possibility that you can also land up in some trouble. So there are flip sides to the coin. So you need to be very careful about this. Now, when we talk about your finances, due to this double transit again of Jupiter and Saturn, your 8th house and 12th house are going to be active. So in this situation, what I can say is that this is not a very favorable time for you in terms of any new investments that you're planning to make. Because 12th house again is the house of loss and 8th house is the house of sudden changes. There's a possibility that the moment that you invest in a property, it looked good, before you had actually put the money on the table, but once you've put your money in the you put the money into that asset, you've made that investment, maybe there's a possibility that the prices of that investment can they can decrease slowly, and that is something that can land you up in some trouble. So you can face a major loss in your financial position because of an investment that you make. So what I'm going to suggest you is that any investment that you make in any sort of quick risk scheme, that is something that I would totally tell you to avoid in the coming year. Job opportunities are going to increase. There can be a rise in your business. So for those, for your career aspect specifically, this is a very favorable and a very good time. Your bank balance, because of the 7th aspect of Jupiter on the 2nd house, this is something that you can get a lot of money from your job. So the hardcore income that we talk about comes from your 2nd house, the income that you really work hard for. That is what we can see from the 2nd house, and because the planet of wealth directly aspects your 2nd house in your zodiac charts, what we can see is that this position is going to be very favorable for you in terms of your income. So you can see a good increase in your income, but your hardcore earned income, not the money that you're going to get from your investments or any sort of property or asset that you put your money into. By the end of the year, the deviation of Mars will transit into your 11th house, and this time does not seem to be very favorable again if you are planning to make any investment, because 11th house, even though it is the house of income, it is the house of money, it is the house where you get your quick money from. So this deviation of Mars in the 11th house is something that is not going to be very favorable for you again in terms of investment. So what I'm going to suggest you is that to avoid as much as possible any vital or any important investment that you're planning to make in the coming year. If it is a small amount, it is a decent amount, then you can surely go ahead with it. But if it is a massive amount of money that can really land you up in some trouble, I would seriously advise you to not do so. When we talk about your love life and your relationships in 2024, let's see what the planets are doing in that area, in that aspect. The transit of Saturn, the Lord is the Lord of the 5th house now and into the 6th house. So the 5th house Lord going to the 6th house, it is going to be in Aquarius. Aquarius is the Mool Trikon Rashi for Saturn, and this is a very, very favorable position and a very auspicious position for the planet. So it seems to be a good time for you in terms of your relationships. During this time, you may have to face slight ups and downs, because 5th house is the house of relationships and love. But when the planet transits into the 6th house is the house of disputes. 6th house is the house of issues, of troubles, of hurdles. So there's a possibility that you can find good relationships, you can make good relationships, but the task is going to be on maintaining those relationships. So when it comes to maintaining those relationships, there is a possibility that you can face issues in that department in the year. Education wise, how is this year going to look for you? This year looks very good for those who are still students, who are still inclined towards their educational fields. This is a very good time for you to achieve your goals, whatever you've desired, whatever you've planned in terms of your academic achievements. This certainly is a very good time. For those who are preparing for a competitive exam or any higher studies, any entrance exams that you want to give, if you're planning for any government exams, again this year is a very, very good time for you to do so, and you are likely to achieve good success in these examinations. So from the point of view for education, this time seems to be very favorable for you. Now when we talk about the combination of Mercury and Saturn, because Mercury again is a fast moving planet, Mercury is a prince in the astrological zodiac kingdom, and Shani, Saturn, is a planet of delay, it is a planet of obstacles, a planet of hurdles. Now how are you going to manage, and how are you going to make a peace between these two planets so that your 2024 can look more favorable in the time to come, and how you are able to balance your relationships and your friendships better in the coming year? What you need to do is you have to water the basil plant, the tulsi plant, every day. If you do this, this is something that is extremely auspicious. If you do not have a tulsi plant, a basil plant already at your home, you can also put one on any auspicious day in the coming year. You can plant a basil plant in your veranda. Now where do you need to plant this? If you have a balcony or a veranda, the northeast direction is the most auspicious direction to do this. So this is something that you can do in the coming year. This will bring a lot of prosperity and good fortune into your life. Apart from that, if we talk about the stones or the precious stones that you can wear, it is an emerald that I would like to suggest you. Emerald is something that is going to be favorable for you if you wear it in the coming year. However, wherever I tell people to wear a stone, I always advise them that it is best for you to consult an astrologer and show your particular horoscope so that they can tell you how much of a need are you in to wear an expensive and a precious stone like emerald, because it is a very valuable stone indeed. So these are some things, small remedies that you can do in the coming year so that you're able to balance your Mercury and the Saturn positioning rather better, and this year can bring to you more opportunities in your career, in your finance, and the small hurdles or obstacles that you might have to face are just, you are able to find a way out you're able to think more clearer. So these are some remedies that I will suggest you in the coming year. I hope that you did like the video today. If you did like the video today, please feel free to share with your friends and family so that even they can see and know how their 2024 is going to be as per their zodiacs. I will be coming back with your zodiac information on other zodiacs as well on my YouTube channel, so do not go anywhere. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so, because on this channel I bring to you very informational videos from the field of astrology, numerology as well as Vastu. I will be back with more such videos on this channel, so do not go anywhere, and may you all have a very nice day.